Hi, so this is going to be a video walkthrough guide for the 4600 22-inch screen arcade cocktail machine. Now, this is going to be the version that's not going to have the tilt-up screen. Everything's just going to be flat like this. And you're going to have a 22-inch screen right here. So this is going to be a little bit more compact version than our 27-inch lift up. So you'll have two trackballs, one on each end over here. And then you'll have the two joysticks side to side, and you'll have a button over here that's going to be the free play button. I'll go ahead and explain that later once we have the machine on. But let me go ahead and turn it on. The switch is going to be over here in the back underneath the door over here where the coin slot is. You're just going to flip it like this. And as you can see, you'll have the LED lights turn on, the roller ball, and then you'll see right here on the screen a no signal. So as that boots up, I'll go ahead and describe what's going to come inside of the box as well. So just show you that boot sequence here. That's the PC inside booting up. Now over here, you'll see you're going to be receiving a bag with 4 feet. It's going to look a little something like this outside of the box. I'll go ahead and show you where that goes in a bit. And then right here, you'll have a remote control for the LEDs, a power cord, and attached to the power cord are 2 keys right here. So that way you can open up the back. Now I have a remote right here. This is basically going to be just to control the LED lights. So as you can see, you can go ahead and just turn them off, turn them on right there. You can put them into a single color like that, change the colors, any one you want. And then as you can see, then you had it flashing right there, but we're just going to keep it on blue for now. And here, your key is going to allow you to get inside of the machine. And inside the machine, inside the door, you'll see you're going to have your volume control right here. Now this big one is going to be your master volume. This is the balance, bass, and treble. You don't need to touch those. You just need to know where the master volume is. So when you get it, it's going to be at about 9 o'clock right there, and so if you want it halfway, it's going to be right there. But yeah, that's where you're going to adjust the master volume. Go ahead and close that. And now that it's booted up, I can show you how to navigate. So this is going to be the first page you're going to see when you turn on the machine. It's going to say fighter up there, and you'll see there's only 458 games. Now this is just the fighter category. To change categories, you're going to want to press this middle button right here. And if I go ahead and press that, you'll see it's going to beat, driving, shoot, gun. I want to go all the way to the end where we have all. Now all is where you're going to have all your games in alphabetical order. First is going to start the numbers, and then A's, B's, and C's. And so to navigate, you'll use the joystick right here. We can go left and right to jump like 10 games per page right there. And we can go ahead and hold that, and that'll allow you to go really fast. So that way you can choose your game. And once you have a game selected, let's just choose this one. To get into the game, you want to use this first button right over here. So this was to change category, and this is to get into the game. So now it's going to launch. All right, so now that it's launched, we won't be able to go into the game until we add credits. And to add credits is going to be that free play button I showed you earlier. So if we press this button a couple of times, you'll see that counter is going up. And then to select the amount of players you want, you have the 1 player over here or the 2nd player over here. We put 2 player. Then you're going to activate 2 players, and then you'll be taking turns playing. And so right here, the first player is taking his turn. All right, so that's pretty self-explanatory. And then once something happens, I guess the first player is going to take another turn over here. See if we can get something to happen. And I believe you have 1 more try. There we go, that's the first player's turn. Now is the second player. And you're gonna trade off the same joystick because this was only designed to play with just one joystick, kind of like an upright machine. And to get out of the game, you just wanna press and hold this button right here. So once we press and hold it, you'll see you're back into the main menu. Now, onto the vertical games. This is just for the horizontal games. You got the whole rundown right there. You're gonna be pressing this third button right here. This or this button right here are gonna do the same thing. As you can see, we press this button, it's gonna flip over to that side. And if we press it again, it's gonna flip over in case you wanna play first player on this side. And again, this button does the same. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to this side now. And I'll show you. So you're gonna have cocktail on the top here instead of fighter, beat, or all. You're gonna have cocktail, and then when you press the middle button, you can change categories, and then you'll have vertical. Now, vertical are gonna be the games that you'll be playing only on one side. So this will be like sort of an upright cabinet sort of style, where the screen is not gonna flip to the other side for another turn. If you want it to flip and go head to head with somebody, so like let's say Pac-Man, once you're done with your turn over on this side, it'll flip and the other person on the other side can play. That is gonna be cocktail. Those are gonna be your cocktail games. Those are the arcade games that are designed to have two sides and it'll flip after each side. And for the rollerball, you'll see right here, you can be able to move the mouse around. You know, that's gonna be for games such as Centipede and Millipede and stuff like that. So you have that versatility right there. And then on the side right here is mainly for fighting games. So for two people to play on the same side, on the same time. And yeah, that's basically all it. Now, before you turn off the machine, you wanna make sure you're on the main menu. And there's gonna be this games family page you see here with the list of games. That's the page you wanna be on before you turn it off. And so over here, we're just gonna flip the switch to turn it off, and then I'll show you where the legs are gonna screw onto. Got it, so now that it's off, everything's turned off, all the lights are off, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put the machine onto its side, gently. I'm not gonna drop it or anything like that. There we go. Now over here is where the feet are gonna go on. So here I have my example one. All it's gonna do is just screw into this nut right here. That's welded onto the plate. And then once it's on, you can screw it all the way in, so that way if you want it a little bit taller, you want it to even it out, say like there's a little bit of rocking on the machine, and you can take one foot out and it'll even it out. But yeah, you're just gonna do that on all four, stand it back up, and then that way you won't have, it's rubber on the end of it, so that way you won't have it scratching up any tile or any wooden floors like that. And if it's on carpet, then it should be pretty easy to even out all four sides. But yeah, that's basically it. This is the 4600 22-inch monitor arcade system. Let me go ahead and stand this back up. And the most important thing to know is that this is your credits button. It's a little bit hidden out of the way, but now that you watch this video, you know exactly where it is. This is to launch a game. This is to change categories. This is to flip the orientation, this and this button as well. And this button is gonna initiate first player mode, or it'll back you out to the main menu when you hold it within a game for 3 seconds, okay? So that is everything you need to know about the 4600 22-inch arcade machine. If you have any questions, please contact us and we'll help you out. All right, thank you and have a great day.